Move with the music, feel the love all around. Strong enough to change the world, yeah. Strong enough to change the world. Unstoppable, unstoppable. We won't give in to you. Victory's on our side, nothing you can do. Now I'm free, I see color everywhere.
This was something that I had no idea even happened.
This, I think, is one of the hidden stories of Black history.
Something to nourish your soul.
Powerful.
Powerful.
So boycott camels, take those camels, throw them out the door.
Oh man, it really touched my heart. It really made me feel like I was making a difference.
Love Songs for the Liberation Wars. It is a jazz opera about the 1943 tobacco workers' strike in Winston-Salem at the RJ Reynolds camel factory.
The tobacco company knew that if they could keep black and white workers separate, the union didn't have a chance.
Once you're not afraid, you're no longer afraid.
There's a story that got buried in so many ways, the stories from our history.
I shall let fall a shower of roses and remember those who have gone.
My character is Jim Crow, and Jim Crow's role within the show is to reinforce the division between whites and blacks.
I really don't do bad things like lynching and such. I hardly get my hands dirty much.
The telling of the story of the breaking of Jim Crow in the South. This was 20 years ahead of the Civil Rights Movement.
But no one sees my contribution. I invented the cigarette break. I'm RJ Reynolds, it burns me that selling tobacco gets such a bad rap. You've got to admit it, it's true. Cigarettes are good for you.
Love Songs of the Liberation Wars, the Union Wars. We're talking about the tobacco, RJ Reynolds Tobacco Factory. And it's a very fresh, beautiful, grounded take on it.
We got cars, now we got names, now every building in the company.
So many people were involved in bringing this, be they black, be they white, be they Hispanic. And this piece is very important because it shows that. It's a building block on where we are today.
We all know Sunday morning. It's the most segregated time. You spend your life singing in the Jim Crow choir. It's hard to cross that colored line.
Love Songs for the Liberation Wars addresses some of the issues that I think we're seeing today. People think of these issues as long gone. These issues have been dealt with, people unionized, and so therefore, worker struggles are not happening, and that's simply not true.
It's very rare that you see an audience engaging so much. The audience stood up, they clapped, they cried, and they laughed, and they sang, and just a very powerful show.
I knew that once they started singing, that the audience would be moved.
We see what you're doing and it ain't right. How can you only give raises to white? Well, you can keep that raise, I'll see you in hell. I'm sticking with the union. I ain't for sale.
It really does unite you. You literally feel just what Love Songs of the Liberation Wars. You feel liberated.
The story had to be told, and it's perfect for this time.
Count on me, RJ, my friend. I have been and will always be there.
Some people in this country have used race one more time to divide the working class. Despite whatever our differences are culturally, we can turn aside the racism that is out there to this day to come together as one. This is literally people's theater. This is the voice of the people whose names have been forgotten in history. And we have an obligation to those people to bring those voices forward.
I shall let fall a shower of roses.
I would love to take you to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's what I would love to do. This isn't a play. This isn't just a show. This is the life work. And its purpose is not just to entertain, but to educate and uplift. If they can take that on Broadway, we'll go to Broadway.